noches, amigos y amigas, público en general. Gracias por su atención. Reitero la invitación a todas las personas que aún se encuentran de pie a que tomen sus respectivos lugares para empezar de manera oficial el evento que nos convoca el día de hoy y también el día de mañana. Bueno, ahora sí me presento. Mi nombre es Carla Palacios Pasapera, seré su anfitriona y es un gusto darles la bienvenida a este importante evento. Es un honor dar inicio a esta quinta edición que reúne en Lima a más de 300 delegados, líderes, expertos y representantes de empresas del sector del gas natural licuado de América Latina, el Caribe y el mundo. Durante estos días, este foro es un espacio idóneo justamente para poder compartir conocimiento, fortalecer alianzas y seguir construyendo juntos el futuro energético de América Latina y también el Caribe. Queremos expresar nuestro más sincero agradecimiento a los auspiciadores que justamente hacen posible esta quinta edición del Foro Internacional Global de la Industria del Gas Natural Licuado 2025. Gracias a su valioso apoyo, este evento se consolida como el punto de encuentro más importante de la industria del gas natural licuado en América Latina y el Caribe. Nuestro reconocimiento a todos ellos, así como a las empresas exhibidoras que han confiado en esta importante plataforma para seguir impulsando juntos el desarrollo del sector del GNL en toda la región. Y justamente para empezar, yo quisiera invitar al estrado a la señora Kenna Bravo, quien es directora y fundadora del Foro GNL Global. Ella va a dar justamente las palabras de bienvenida y quisiera un fuerte aplauso porque viene desde hace muchísimos meses organizando este evento internacional. Adelante.
Muchas gracias, bienvenidos sean todos. Como el foro internacional, tengo que dar la introducción en inglés, pero sé que todos van a entender. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to this new edition of the International GNL GLOBAL Forum. It's a great honor to be here today in Lima to celebrate the 5th International GNL GLOBAL Forum. Thank you for being here. This is a very special gathering, a space to meet, to connect, and to look forward the future of the liquefied natural gas, or LNG, industry in Latin America. Before to start, I would like to express my deepest gratitude to our sponsors, if you can show the sponsor list, for their trust and the continued support. So we are really happy that this year we increased substantially the number of sponsors. I also would like to thank the speakers for accepting our invitation. I would like especially to thank to María Aybar. She kindly invited us to hold our annual conference here in Lima. A special thank you also to Jaime Risco, General Manager at PERU LNG. Yesterday, for all the group that could join us to visit the plant. So thank you, truly, this was an incredible experience. Thank you also to the communication team at Home Company, especially Avalia Barak, Adriano Limay, and Andrea Alcocer, and everyone that welcomed us yesterday to visit the LNG facility. Peru LNG is the only large-scale LNG export facility in South America, so it was a truly an extraordinary experience. I think all of that we went yesterday, we can agree that it was incredible, very well-organized visit. I would like also to thank to my friends and colleagues that their support has been fundamental for the organization of this event. And of course, last but not the least, to all of you. You are making this event possible. This forum is truly unique. It's the only event celebrated in Latin America that is focused 100% on the LNG industry in Latin America and the Caribbean. Every year, this forum continues to grow in terms of scope, participation, and relevance. It has become a true hub of connection and where projects find partners and ideas turns into initiatives and professionals expands their networks. Today, we are here also to celebrate two important milestones. The first one is the celebration on 21st anniversary of since Latin America received the first LNG cargo. And the second milestone is the 15th anniversary of PERU LNG, the operations of PERU LNG. I'm not gonna talk too much about this because we have special guests that are gonna explain a little bit further these two milestones. Latin America and the Caribbean represent the third largest market for LNG trade. However, it's significantly small if we compare to Europe and Asia. Over the past decade, it has represented only around 3 to 4%, the 3 to 4% of the global LNG trade. It's quite small, but it also represents a huge opportunity. This region has enormous potential for growth, for expansion, for connection, and do real business here. At GNL Global, our mission has always been to inform and to connect. So this international forum brings that mission to life by gathering the best companies, developers, professionals, and decision makers across the region. It's important for us to make this platform to share ideas, build partnerships, and envision the future together. We strongly believe that the real strength of this industry lies not only in his resources or the technology, but it's in people, his connections and the share of commitment to build a strong, sustainable, and profitable LNG market and industry in Latin America and the Caribbean. So I invite you, all of you, to enjoy every session, to absorb every idea, and ask questions, debate, and squeeze the speakers, but above all that, to connect, collaborate, and do business. So with great excitement, I am honored to declare officially open the 5th International GNL Global Forum. Thank you very much, and enjoy this event.
Muchísimas gracias a la señora Bravo, gracias por liderar este magnífico evento y por haberlo organizado de manera tan impecable. Bueno, le invito a regresar a su lugar en la sala. Quisiera invitar a esta hora de la mañana al señor Adolfo Antonpietri, quien es gestor de combustible en EcoEléctrica de Puerto Rico, quien tiene también unas palabras reservadas para esta ocasión. Adelante.
Hello, hello. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Adolfo Antonpietri. I'm the truck loading facility and the fuels and also the operations manager for EcoEléctrica in Puerto Rico. And thanks, Kenna, for inviting us to this great event. It is a privilege to share EcoEléctrica's story with such a distinguished audience in times that society is increasingly focused on energy efficiency and sustainability. EcoEléctrica stands as a testimony to what it can be achieved through innovation and commitment. For over 25 years already, we have been leading in LNG operations and cogeneration technology in Puerto Rico and the Caribbean. As Kenna mentioned, we were the first terminal in Hispanic America, LNG terminal, So today I will provide a short overview of our journey, the challenges we face, successes, and the results we have achieved. I will also offer insights into how we have evolved, adapt, and continue to contribute to a cleaner and more reliable energy future in Puerto Rico, the Caribbean, and Hispanic America. So we were the first independent power producer an LNG terminal in Puerto Rico and the Caribbean. Investment only over $7 million back then, probably now it's close to $2 billion. So commercial operation was on March 2000 with a 22-year contract, which ended on 2022 and extended until 2032. LNG terminal operation started on July 2001. About EcoEléctrica, we committed to continue improvement, efficiency, and cost effectiveness in Puerto Rico and the Caribbean. We are the environmentally cleanest plant in the island. Best ancillary services provider on the electrical system, and the first LNG terminal. This is important for us because United States did not have any LNG vessels until this year. It is assigned to provide or transfer load LNG to our facility, and that's the first vessel, which is the American Energy. There were challenges and solutions that we have to, the challenges, and we needed to find solutions at the beginning of the operation. So technology adoption and training, we had to provide specialized training programs and collaborate with technology providers to build local expertise. And the stakeholder and union, it was union resistance, engaged in transparent communication, highlighting economic and environmental benefits and the community, regulatory and permitting challenges. We have to work closely with regulators, and the public perception and acceptance, which is a big issue. We have to launch awareness campaigns and emphasizing on the environmental benefits, because people did not understand that LNG was a lot cleaner than what we're using at that point. They were using diesel and bunker C fuel, so LNG was a better option. And it continued to be for whenever you're using fossil fuels. And integration and system reliability, we have to conduct road system studies and implement. It was difficult, and all electrical grid in the island, and have a new plant coming in, a combined cycle with fast response. It was difficult, so we needed to do a coordinated integration and have backup plans. It is not easy to to commission a power plant and so old electrical system back then. So we are only 85 employees. That goes from management, finance and accounting, power plant, warehouse, I forgot, LNG terminal, water treatment, and a truck loading facility. We are a combined cycle, 2 gas turbine, 1 steam turbine, and HRSGs, heat recovery steam generators. An LNG terminal we only receive with no export. Storage and regasification. Water production plant, we have desalination, thermal desalination units with a 2 million capacity each. 1 million capacity each, 2 million in total. A truck loading station, and soon we will have a battery energy storage system of 20 megawatts. Key projects, how we can we continue to innovate and evolve. So in 2008, we migrate our DCS from WDPF to Ovation. In 2009, we installed a third LNG send-out pump in our tank just to increase reliability or improve reliability. In 2012, we did an LNG expansion project, which included two additional vaporizers, 93 million standard cubic feet each. We had 2 already. install a 4 send-out pump as part of the project, new seawater system, and new ethylene glycol system for vaporization purposes. On 2018-2010, we did a thermal performance upgrade in our combustion turbines to increase their efficiency and load from 172 megawatts to 183 megawatts. And our contracted capacity went from 507 megawatts to 545 megawatts, so it was an excellent improvement. In 2021, as you all know, artificial intelligence is taking over. We installed artificial intelligence to control our HRSG, HP, and IP drums so that offsets during frequency events are better handled. And in 2022, we also installed the LNG supply to the truck loading facility and commissioned the truck loading facility. So this is a little bit of history before we came into the picture in Puerto Rico. So as you can see, it was only oil. In 2006, 6 years later, there were 13% natural gas, 14% coal, and 72% oil. There was a little bit of renewables. And 2015, after we did the expansion project, there was 17% of natural gas addition into the system with our expansion project. As I mentioned, coal, oil went down to 50%, and most recently, we are at 28% natural gas, and for the system, which is part of a utility plant and the truck loading facility, 17% EcoEléctrica, 14% coal. Renewables were only at 6%. It's still pretty low for nowadays. And oil went down to 35%. So we've been evolving, as you can see. I got some blank spaces there. Anyway, we have unloaded over 500 LNG ships since we began operation in 2001. We have a reliable operation in compliance with all the agencies and warranty and commitment with the sponsors. 25 years already. Excellent relation with communities, federal and local regulatory agencies. We have an excellent safety record. We got a really good team, O&M team, finance, warehouse, everything. So we have load up. I wanted to mention, since we start operation in 2022, we have load up to close to 15,000 ISO containers of LNG ISO containers, which is close to 9 million or 9 tera-BTUs. And this last is really important. This is recently, and we're still competing for we are EcoEléctrica among finalists for the 2025 Platts Global Energy Awards. So we don't know if we're going to win, but hopefully we do. So you will hear from us if we do. Future projects. So we continue evolving and innovating. This year and next year, we're going to do wet compression on our combustion turbine to increase our capacity from 545 megawatts to, that's contracted capacity, to 560 megawatts. And on 2027, we're going to go with a best project, which is 20 megawatts for our capacity, black start capability, grid support, and peak shaving. That's, in summary, EcoEléctrica, and give you video of the company.
EcoEléctrica, a pioneering company dedicated to generating electricity with natural gas, offers Puerto Rico clean, safe, and reliable energy with high levels of thermal efficiency. Located on the island's southern coast, it is the only facility in the world that integrates, in a single location, a combined cycle plant, a liquefied natural gas terminal, and a seawater desalination plant. EcoEléctrica is a key player in Puerto Rico's sustainable economic development. In 2000, EcoEléctrica began operations and transformed the country's energy panorama. Today, we generate nearly 18% of the electricity consumed in Puerto Rico and received approximately 32% of the fuel used for electricity generation on the island. EcoEléctrica has a 545 megawatt combined cycle cogeneration plant consisting of two 180 megawatt gas turbines, a 214 megawatt steam turbine, a heat recovery system, and an electrical substation. It also has a 1,786-foot dock that receives liquefied natural gas chips and a tank for diesel as an alternate fuel, ensuring operational flexibility and reliable backup for continuous power generation. At EcoEléctrica, we provide terminal services for gasification of the Costa Sur plant and a truck dispatch station, reinforcing its role as critical infrastructure in the island's energy system. Its operation helped reduce oil dependence from 99% to 86%. At EcoEléctrica, we have demonstrated that sustainable development is possible when economic, environmental, and social priorities are integrated. This achievement is the result of comprehensive planning, rigorous assessments, community engagement, diligent permitting processes, and the implementation of effective mitigation strategies. Our gas turbines not only generate electricity, but also steam, to operate our desalination system, which produces 2 million gallons of drinking water daily, supporting internal operations and public services and preserving local aquifers. We operate as a zero-discharge facility, with 2 retention ponds that collect runoff and provide habitat for more than 60 bird species. All of this is possible thanks to the commitment of an exceptional team, comprised primarily of professionals from southern Puerto Rico. As an organization, we operate continuously, 24/7, meeting the highest standards of quality, safety, and environmental compliance. Thanks to the experience and dedication of our personnel, we maintain an impeccable record of compliance with state and federal requirements, constantly renewing our environmental, air quality, waste management, and operational safety permits. Innovation also defines us. In 2022, with the integration of artificial intelligence, we further optimized plant performance, enabling a rapid response to frequency fluctuations in the power grid. Despite the challenges brought about by the transformation of the sector, as well as the fragility of the electrical system in face of the natural phenomena, we have demonstrated an outstanding response capacity to continue operating reliably and fulfill our commitment to Puerto Rico. Since its construction at EcoEléctrica, we have incorporated social responsibility as an essential part of our management, focusing on educational, environmental, and community support programs. Our flagship initiative, the Scholarship Program, began in 1999 and annually awards 40 scholarships of $1,000 each to students from Peñuelas and Guayanilla with high academic achievement and community leadership. Thousands of young people have benefited, contributing to the development of a new generation of professionals for Puerto Rico. Through community initiatives and collaboration with the schools of Peñuelas and Guayanilla, providing equipment, books, and materials that complement public resources, we reaffirm our commitment to the surrounding communities. EcoEléctrica is recognized as the power plant with the greatest environmental commitment in Puerto Rico. We comply with more than 60 environmental permits, hold ISO 14001 and ISO 45001 certifications, and actively promote safety and community preparedness. Since our inception, we have implemented innovative programs for the conservation and study of protected species in the bays of Guayanilla and Tallaboa. Prior to the construction of the pier, we transplanted seagrass and coral using pioneering techniques to protect marine ecosystems. At EcoEléctrica, we have voluntarily maintained a biological monitoring program for nearly 3 decades, monitoring the health of seagrass beds, fish, water quality, and reefs, even beyond regulatory requirements. Through the Guardians of Maria Langa project, we lead coral restoration, mangrove planting, and invasive species removal. We also support the conservation of endangered species by funding aerial monitoring of manatees and turtles, even supporting the Manatee Conservation Center, which assists marine mammals in Puerto Rico and other regions. In this way, we reaffirm our commitment to the environment, neighboring communities, and future generations, integrating sustainability and conservation as an essential part of our operations. We have trained more than 60 firefighters in natural gas emergency response, strengthening regional preparedness. Our performance speaks for itself. Between 2022 and 2024, we achieved 97% reliability, 95% availability, and over 1.2 million working hours without accidents with time lost. Furthermore, we have safely received and handled more than 500 liquefied natural gas tankers, reaffirming our commitment to safety and operational excellence. And looking to the future, we've doubled our liquefied natural gas delivery capacity to the truck loading facility and are preparing to integrate a 20-megawatt battery storage system that will strengthen the stability of the electrical grid through frequency and voltage regulation. EcoEléctrica has been a pillar of the energy sector in Puerto Rico, a global pioneer in natural gas integration, and a trusted partner in the transformation towards a cleaner, more robust, and sustainable energy future. EcoEléctrica, clean, safe, and reliable energy.
Thank you. I'll be around if you got any questions.
Muchísimas gracias, señora Antonpietri, por acompañarnos y por su presentación. Quisiera invitar a esta hora, a esta sesión inaugural, a la señora María Aybar, quien es vicepresidente y country manager de GNL Company de Perú, para que justamente se dirija al auditorio. Vamos a recibirla, por favor, con un fuerte aplauso.
Buenos días con todos. En primer lugar, quiero agradecer la presencia de nuestra viceministra de Hidrocarburos y también quiero agradecer a Kenna Bravo por haber traído este evento aquí al Perú. Un evento que resalta el rol estratégico que tiene el gas natural y sobre todo la versatilidad del GNL. Nosotros aquí en el Perú, cuando hablamos de GNL o cuando hablamos de gas natural, estamos hablando de innovación, de compromiso, de inversión, de confianza, pero sobre todo estamos hablando de un proyecto que marcó un antes y un después para el país. Me estoy refiriendo al proyecto Camisea. El proyecto Camisea tiene ya 20 años de operación. Es un proyecto que inició la producción en campos que se encuentran al sur en la región del Cusco, al sur del país, y ha sido el corazón del desarrollo estratégico y energético peruano que ha cambiado nuestra historia. Este proyecto ha permitido que el Perú pueda aprovechar una energía limpia, abundante, competitiva y estratégica, que nos ha traído sobre todo desarrollo, crecimiento y una reducción de la pobreza energética. En sus 20 años de operación ha producido el 96% del consumo de gas natural del país, el 40% de la energía eléctrica que se genera y sobre todo ha reducido 15% las emisiones de CO2 al medio ambiente. Además, ha traído grandes beneficios económicos para el país. Ha generado más de 60.000 millones de ingresos en regalías e impuesto a la renta para el Estado. Asimismo, ha aportado más de 400.000 millones de soles en ahorros para los hogares, las industrias y el transporte. Solo la región de Cusco ha recibido 30.000 millones de soles en estos años por concepto de canon, en razón de la explotación de los recursos en su territorio. No podemos negar que este proyecto ha sido realmente una muestra ejemplar de ingeniería que ha traído desarrollo e infraestructura al país. ¿Y de qué estamos hablando? Estamos hablando de una operación en selva que opera como si fuera una operación offshore, porque lo que está tratando de hacer es evitar cualquier impacto ambiental en la región. Asimismo, cuenta con sistemas de transporte que permiten llevar no solo el gas, sino también los líquidos al lugar de consumo, incluyendo el ducto construido por Perú LNG, que se encuentra dentro del punto más alto de todo el mundo. Y finalmente incluye la planta de exportación de LNG. Sé que muchos de ustedes estuvieron ayer en la planta, tuvieron la oportunidad de visitarla. Sé que es difícil llegar porque toma algún tiempo, pero estoy segura que ha valido la pena el esfuerzo de ir hasta allá. Les ha permitido ver la gran obra de infraestructura que tenemos en el Perú y que ha sido construida con una inversión millonaria y un gran esfuerzo de muchos peruanos liderados por un grupo de inversionistas extranjeros, especialmente Hunt y sus socios. La operación de la planta se inició ya, como lo acaba de informar Kenna, hace 15 años. Este año estamos celebrando nuestros 15 años de operación, lo que ha permitido, obviamente, generar energía limpia y también ingresos para el país con mayor desarrollo y crecimiento. Asimismo, parte de los valores y propósitos de Perú LNG están comprometidos con el desarrollo de las poblaciones en nuestras zonas de influencia. Por esa razón, nosotros creemos que la única manera de tener negocios sostenibles es trabajar de manera conjunta con la comunidad, el Estado y la inversión privada. Perú LNG, en este compromiso que tiene, hace ya varios años, desde el año 2017, inició una segunda etapa de su proyecto que originalmente no estaba previsto. Me estoy refiriendo a los cargaderos que permiten hoy despachar GNL en camiones que nos ayudan a llevar el gas natural a distintas zonas del país donde aún no tenemos sistemas de transporte. Sabemos perfectamente que el transporte de GNL en camiones no es la mejor manera de masificar el gas. Sin embargo, dado que hasta ahora no contamos con suficientes sistemas de transporte, es una alternativa que nos está permitiendo llegar con un combustible más limpio, más competitivo y más eficiente para la población. Hasta este momento ya hemos logrado despachar más de 25.000 camiones desde el inicio de la operación y estamos también ya trabajando para ampliar la capacidad del cargadero y poder seguir suministrando gas natural al resto del país. La cadena de valor de Camisea, incluyendo la planta de Perú LNG, es un ejemplo claro de lo que en Perú se puede lograr cuando se alinea la inversión responsable, la visión de largo plazo y el compromiso con el desarrollo del país. Es en este contexto de la transición energética en el que el GNL se convierte en un puente indispensable hacia el futuro limpio. Y el Perú, gracias a Camisea y a la infraestructura de Perú LNG, no solo está participando en este cambio, sino también lo viene liderando en la región. Nosotros como HAN y como socios de Perú LNG No hablamos de transición energética, hablamos de adición energética, porque lo cierto es que, como lo hemos explicado, nosotros ya empezamos esa transición hace muchos años atrás con el proyecto Camisea, y lo que buscamos es que se siga adicionando a nuestra matriz energética fuentes de energía cada vez más limpias, pero teniendo un combustible como el gas natural que nos da esa sostenibilidad al sistema y nos permite ser confiables en una matriz energética limpia. Como vemos, el Perú ha demostrado que es posible convertir un recurso natural en una oportunidad de desarrollo y crecimiento, siempre que se cuente con una política energética clara y bien estructurada, acompañada de inversión privada y de tecnología. Nuestro desafío ahora es continuar fortaleciendo esta industria con responsabilidad social y visión de desarrollo, expandir el acceso del gas natural a mayor población en el país, pero sobre todo promover mayor inversión en exploración que nos permita reponer las reservas para el futuro. Nuestro país tiene un gran potencial. Lo que tenemos que hacer es atraer esa inversión para reponer reservas y continuar trabajando en una matriz energética sostenible y limpia. No puedo terminar estas palabras sin antes agradecer y felicitar al gran equipo de PERU LNG por estos 15 años de operación, años que han significado no solamente una operación de un alto estándar ambiental y técnico, sino también que han aportado desarrollo y crecimiento para nuestro querido Perú. Muchísimas gracias.